One night, James was hanging out in the sheds with Gordon and Henry. Even though Sir Topham Hatt was thinking very well of him, whenever a chance came, the other engines would talk of nothing but bootlaces. "Remember when they had to use a bootlace to get you out of trouble, James?" they would say. James tried to get back by talking about Gordon, who got stuck up on the hill, and Henry, who got bricked up in a tunnel, but they wouldn't listen. "You talk too much, little James," said Gordon. "A proud, strong engine like me has something to talk about. I'm the only one that can pull the express, and then when I'm not there, they need two engines. I've pulled expresses for years, and have never once lost my way. I seem to know the right way by instinct." Every engine knows that the signalman's the one that sets the point so that the trains can go in the right area. But Gordon was so proud that he had forgotten. "Wake up, James," said Gordon next day. "It's nearly time for the express. What are you doing today? Odd jobs?" "Oh, well, we all have to start somewhere, don't we? Now run along and fetch my coaches." James went to go fetch the coaches, and they were all very happy. "We're going away! We're going away!" they sang happily. "I wish I could go with you," said James. "I would love to go flying down the line." Gordon was getting ready to go and couple himself up to the express. Soon the guard blew his whistle and Gordon set off. Look at me now, he puffed. "Poop, poop, 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 poop. Goodbye, little James. See you tomorrow." James watched the coaches disappear and then went back to shunt some trucks. He got some coaches ready for another engine, but then he heard a very mournful noise. There was Gordon trying to sidle into the station without anybody noticing him. "Hello, Gordon," said James. "Is it tomorrow?" Gordon didn't answer. He just let off steam feebly. "Did you lose your way, Gordon?" "No, it was lost for me. I was switched from the main line onto the loop. I had to go all round and back again." "Perhaps it was instinct," said James. The passengers came out of the coaches and started yelling, "We want our money back." Then Sir Topham Hatt went onto a baggage trolley and started blowing the guard's whistle. Then he promised them a new engine at once. "Gordon can't do it. Can you pull this train for us, James?" "Yes, sir, I'll try." Soon James was coupled up to the coaches and he set off. "Do your best, James," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Come along," to the coaches. "You're pulling us well, you're pulling us well," sang the coaches. Bridges and stations flashed by as James was pulling the coaches along the main line. The passengers cheered, and they were all having a great time. And soon they reached the end of the line, quicker than ever before. Sir Topham Hatt was very impressed. "Very great job. Would you like to pull the express sometimes?" "Oh, yes, please, sir," said James happily. Next day, James saw Gordon shunting some trucks in the yard. "I like some nice quiet work for a change," he said. "You did very well with those coaches, I hear." "Good, that'll show them," and he gave his trucks a big bump. Gordon never teases James about bootlaces, and they are quite agreed on the subject of trucks. And they are now very good friends, too. Boom, boom, boom.